Let's have a look at the Bears defensive line. First of all, Abe, Wells, Flanagan, and Robinson. The three linebackers, Harris and Colvin, the outside backers. Urlacher in the middle, their top draft choice and best rookie, Smith, Brown, Parrish, and Azuma. The second
pads as tight as they can, so there's nothing for those offensive linemen to hold.
Allen.
He's a pretty good back, this
Yes,
James Allen. You know, last week he carried the ball 39 times, and he said that he got stronger as the game went on, but he also said he didn't feel normal until Friday. Look at that, 39 times. There's they had a new guy calling the plays. John Shoup is calling the plays now. Gary Croton, the offensive coordinator, left for BYU.
Here's Allen again, 2nd and 5. That should be enough for a first stop by Tubbs.
So when Gary Croton left to go to BYU, they named the young quarterback coach John Shoup, who's only 31 years old, as kind of the acting offensive coordinator. There's John Shoup right there, and the thing that he did is he came in and just ran the heck out of the ball.
And that's what they're going to do today.
The ball, run it again, and drop one. And then you end up 3rd and 12, and this is not Chicago Bear football with this group.
McNown, screen pass that they ran so many times. Dwayne Bates this time. They ran it so frequently last year when nobody had seen it. Now they're playing it a lot better on defense.
A lot of thought into who gets what Collins wins.
Garcia. His handoff is to Charlie Garner, who gets maybe a yard. Mike Brown up to make the stop.
Charlie Garner is a special type of guy. You know, every once in a while they throw him a bone, but they don't average much.
A 1-yard carry or something like that. That's Garner. And he is taken down. A good play by the Bears. Gary Azuma.
Now sometimes you wonder about that. I mean, why when you have a Terrell Owens
at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, only on Fox. Allen crosses the 25 and picked up maybe 3. Ken Norton Jr. for a game break. Let's go to Chris. Well, you were talking earlier about Minnesota not looking like the best team in the NFC now. They've lost to Green Bay.
Their last 3 games they haven't played well.
Dustin Lyman made the catch, and he is slung down.
You know, at some point the Bears have to throw some deeper passes, 1, and number 2, I think at some point they're going to have to throw some on first down. You know, I mean they're throwing these little short things and they're running and not gaining a lot. I mean they had a run and a completed pass, and they're still what, 3rd and 6 or 7.
That's Julian Peterson.
Julian Peterson's going to be a good player. He's one of the 5 rookies on this 49er defense I was talking about, but he's going to be a good one.
McNown, pass complete, and he'll get the first down. Marty Booker makes the catch.
Yeah, Monty Montgomery missed the tackle. That was one of those things that was thrown under the first down marker, but those are the kind of plays that you have to have. Take it all the way for a touchdown. I think he has to get that way on every play.
Rice goes in motion. Smith gets the carry. Paul Smith doesn't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
There was some real hitting in there. I mean, that's one thing. That middle of that Bear defense. I mean, you take Jim Flanagan, Mike Wells, Brian Urlacher. I mean, this is a strength. I mean, watch these guys. I mean, they are going to hit that thing. They're back there a little, and then they're going to hit it, and there's going to be a collision there because the tackles eat up the blockers.
Brian Urlacher.
He's a top-notch guy. He'll fill the hole as good as anyone. He's just so fast. It's unbelievable. He's probably the best athlete I've played with at middle linebacker. He's just, the guy's a freak. I mean, really. And we even tell him, he's like, sometimes you go up to a hit and say, good job, Brian. And he'll like, wow. You know, he got like, sometimes you can tell he's even surprised he did that.
You may not get a watch if you call him a freak too often.
No, well, if you have a freak as in good freak.
Oh, there is such a thing?
I like Curse and those guys that are freaks.
Yeah.
Randy Moss, they call him freak.
Garcia lost the ball as he stepped up in the pocket.
And that's not going to be one of those arm going forward because he was going to run. He wasn't even setting up to pass. This is going to be the Bears' ball.
From the high school principal.
That's probably why he stayed so long, because he started so late.
He was cutting class. The principal saw him running and made him go out for football. Booker the reception for a game break. Let's return to Chris Myers in Los Angeles. 2nd and 13, and McNown back to throw a screen pass, a quick screen to Eddie Kennison. They picked up 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah, it was over. He kept coming at Beasley.
He's refreshing to talk to, isn't he? There's Garcia, and he's going to take off with it, but not very far. Picked up just a couple of yards before Flanagan and Clyde Simmons.
Yeah, I don't know that they saw it or not, but Charlie Garner was split out here at the right.
Owens was the man in motion. Garcia stepped up in the pocket. It's J.J. Stokes, who's taken down immediately by ex-49er R.W. McQuarter. John Wooden finally went out with him. Garner gets the carry, and they found him in a hurry.
When he stays in the back of that run in the middle.
2nd and 12. Garcia tripped up and taken down by Jim Flanagan.
Yeah, Flanagan's an active guy.
Yep.
Yeah,
3rd and 3. Excuse me, John.
No, just let her get way ahead, then you can run.
Garcia to Owens. Azuma.
There he is, Azuma missing chart. Here's Cade McNowns, and this has been a problem for the Bears all year, is getting the ball upfield. You see that they really haven't completed a pass over 15 yards, and you know their longest been right there at 10 and 11 yards, and they've only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passes anyway. And again, to stretch a defense, you have to throw the ball up the field, and you have to throw it up the field and complete it. If you don't, if all your passes are short and you can't run, the defense is just going to all bunch up on you, and you can see the 49ers doing that to them.
And we're not going to see in the playoffs anytime soon. Pass is complete to Marty Booker, and Booker gets a Bear first down.
And that's the type of things that they have to do, and maybe get some of those things on first down, and then get that defense off so that you can run the ball. Here he just reads Booker coming in there in the middle. Booker makes a good catch.
Yep, good throw too.
That was against the zone defense, and he found that hole in the deep. I said at that time that's more than a bruise.
Yep.
A fractured right tibia.
Allen breaks one tackle and gets to midfield. First time the Bears have made a visit to that territory.
Yeah, Buckner was in.
First down, San Francisco.
Go, 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 go!
Garcia looked again to his left and tucked it under and ran.
He was looking for Terrell Owens to his left there, and Owens went through it. The Bears are playing zone defense.
1st and 10 at the 20. Garcia drops. Steps up in the pocket, is hammered as he stepped up by Urlacher.
Yeah, that's the thing that Brian Urlacher does. You know, when he was in college, he was a safety.
He was everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was a wide receiver, he was a tight end, he was a punt returner,
A kicker.
he was all those things. But he said he liked to play in the middle, and he would play about 10 yards back, and then everything he would do would be coming from downhill. And they started him as a strong side linebacker, and that didn't work out. Yeah, you look at. I used to always say, if you can see his name, don't block him.
Pretty good advice. 1st and 10 at the 21. McNown to his tight end Cincino. Ken Norton Jr. right there with him.
When I first started, I used to say, if you can read his name, don't block him. Well, they got one of those on both sides.
Yeah. That's James Allen.
You know, talking about a number, look at this guy there, Brockermeyer, number 78. I mean, he has his jersey. He does more things with that. I mean, it's cut up in the back. Look at him in the back of his arms. He doesn't even have jersey. And then he got one is tied to the other. The 78 in the front. Look, he got shoestrings and stuff. Yep. That's the darndest. Look at his 8. Look at that 8 in the front. Man, you don't know who that guy is. But that's all so that defensive guy can't grab him.
Here's one of those screens coming. And that's Eddie Kennison. A flag on the play.
The flag is way back about the 35-yard line.
And Kennison is hurt.
Miami now, and of course Minnesota lost, so there's going to be a lot of implications next week.
Justin Swift. Flag on the play.
Ray Brown, he's the left guard here. He's in pass protection. In fact, the reason that he flopped on it, it was his man that tackled Jeff Garcia. That's the rule in football. If you're beaten by a pass rusher and the quarterback fumbles because of it, you better recover the fumble. Ray Brown knows that rule. Him as part of the thing. He means that he could be one of like 3 tight ends, but not the guy. He's a fun guy, James Allen. He was telling us, you know that he does so many things. You know, he lines up in the backfield. He lines up as a receiver. Here we see a good double team there, and when you run the ball in there, you always want to run off your double team. Talk about Bryant Young and how he's defensive line. You just grab anything that's whatever in there. Yeah.
2nd and 3. Allen. Hit by Ronnie Hurd. Ronnie Hurd's a big guy.
Yeah, he's 6'2", 215 pounds. He's a rookie. He's one of the guys that Steve Mariucci really liked years, both with the 49ers and the Cowboys, and in a lot of Super Bowls.
Jerry Rice. Now we forget the 49ers have another game to play.
Yeah, this is a lot. That offensive line has always run well, crab well, pulled well.
That's Garner right at the line of scrimmage.
And when you see old Mike Wells in there, number 97, and you're running him, you aren't going to get very far. I mean, that's, you always said that he eats up blocks, and he's just an old plugger. I mean, he's just going to be there, and he's going to stay there and take on anything that comes and holds that line of scrimmage. See him hold it, and then you try and flop in and get in front of the runner.
Brad Culpepper in there as well. Played for so many outstanding years with the. I didn't think so, unless you had Waterfield and Van Brocklin. Garcia, the ball's loose. A scramble for the ball. No indication yet, except by the Bears.
It was the type of thing that the Bears have had enough of that. They've been sitting there trying to get their normal pass rush, and Jeff Garcia has been having his way throwing the ball. And the Bears at some point say, you know, we got to come up here. We have to knock them out of field goal, and they bring the backside rush, and that's exactly how they got him.
Tony Parrish was the guy who came. Owens out wide to the left. Here's Garcia over the middle. The ball's loose. And the scramble again.
I think Thomas Smith ended up with it.
It was Rice who had it and was fighting for the extra yard.
Well, he was fighting for the touchdown. What he was fighting for. Jerry Rice wanted a touchdown here. That was the second one he caught in about that same position. Remember the early one, they tackled him at the 1-yard line. They ran that same pattern. You're going to see Jerry Rice come inside, stop, make a little shake, go across, and then he's trying to get that ball and stretch to get it across the goal line to get a touchdown.
And the Bears just kept banging away and hitting him. And the ball finally came out and the Bears take over.
He was in the ballet. He was in the Nutcracker over in Oakland. So he's going to have to do that every week now.
Here's McNown back in his own end zone, chased out of there, and he takes off. and gets out of bounds at about the 7.
Yeah, it was fun. That's why I respect what he did, because I didn't do it and he did it. I respect what Tony La Russa did. He did it. I didn't.
The Bears, Marty Booker. There's a flag on the play.
Well, that flag went right into, hit Marty Booker.
And there's nobody there who scares you.
The Bears look like a team that's groping.
McNown back to throw it. And the pass is complete to Marty Booker.
I don't think they've been passed.